Okay, morning everybody, and welcome to the Hybrid Trader X YouTube channel. Today we are going to discuss the Deathcross, which everybody in the crypto space is talking about. And what is my predictions on when this is going to occur, and what I think is going to happen after this Deathcross occurs. And and then obviously we're going to talk about some data points regarding what happened in the previous years of Bitcoin when a Deathcross occurred, and to see if we can find any confluence in the charts on saying where is the price going to go in Bitcoin once the Deathcross occurs. Okay, so now we got, for those guys that are new to the channel or new to trading, what we got here is a daily chart. Okay, so now we've got a daily chart on the Bitcoin US dollar 1 day chart, and this chart is on the Bitfinex platform. I'm using Tradingview to do all my charting and trading analysis. And on a daily time frame, the Deathcross is there. You can't find a Deathcross anywhere else on any other time frame. You can't use it on a 4-hour time frame. You can't use it anywhere else. The higher the time frame, the higher the probability of a scenario playing out. Okay. Okay, so now we have a Deathcross, imminent Deathcross. My prediction for this Deathcross, and sorry to say, today is Friday. It's Friday the 18th, and my prediction for this Deathcross to occur is over the weekend. So I've got a vertical line here saying somewhere along tomorrow, which is Saturday the 19th, that this Deathcross is going to happen. Unless something drastically happens, Bitcoin decides to rally up to 60,000, 64,000 in that price region, then we will find that the Deathcross, the 50 moving average, will move away from the 200 moving average and go that way, okay, to the upside. The 200 MA will obviously start falling away like that, okay. But is this really going to happen? Can this really happen in just less than a day's time? Less than 24 hours time, Bitcoin is going to face a Deathcross. Okay, for those out there that don't know what a Deathcross is and how to get it, what to do, and what it actually is, it's a combination between two moving averages. It's your 50 daily moving average, and it's your your 200 daily moving average. To get this, all you have to do is go into your indicators tab on your Tradingview, and you just type in MA, and it will be the first one on the top. Okay, so what you can do is just simply click on that, and then what happens is, this is a general format. This is standard, so it comes down to the 9 MA. You click on that, and then you'll see there it shows up. Okay, so I'll click away there, and I'll click on it again, and it highlights it there. That's standard format, and then you click on the little cog, the settings, and then you go into the length, you type in. Okay, now you want to do the 50 MA, you type in 50, and then click on style, and you immediately see the moving average move up to where my 50 moving average is. Of course, my 50 moving average is already there. Now it's in line, you won't see it. But now I'm going to change the color. To change the color to my colors that I use, you can use anything that you want. And then obviously you change it to whatever you want, how thickness, the line that you actually want. I click on the thickest line so it's easy visible to see, and obviously for video purposes as well. Okay, so that's how you do the 50-day moving average. You do exactly the same thing with regards to the 200-day moving average. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and delete this now because I actually already have it here. See, there's a 50-day moving average and there's a 200-day moving average. You don't have to do anything else. You leave the precision to default. You leave the source to close. You leave the offset to 0. Okay. All right. So that is your Deathcross. Right. Now, what happens if we continue to move sideways? So you've got the sideways movement currently now that we are facing with Bitcoin. So I'm just going to draw a box like so. And you can see now we're in this channel for some time now. We've been in this channel now since the 19th of May. And today is the 18th of June. Okay, so that's just over a month now, guys. A month now of consolidation after we've had a nice pullback, a nice correction down to 50%. Call it 50% on the dot. Okay, 50.58%. Okay, so that's taken us virtually not too long to get down there. It has taken us, let's do a measure here. From this point to where we got down below has taken us a total of 7 days to get down to these levels. Okay, so now, as we go back into the box over here, we are seeing that we've got consolidation happening for the last couple of days, or to be exact, a month and 1 day. And after this consolidation, we've had a steady decline of the 50 moving average. We've had a steady, slow incline of the 200-day moving average, which is soon going to cross. It's going to touch and it's going to cross. Now, what is going to happen when the 50-day moving average and the 200-day moving average crosses? Well, let's go back in time to have a look at the chart and see what exactly happened at the point where we got a death cross. Okay, on this chart, we will just simply move back. We'll just scroll out and we'll go right to the beginning of where this chart started recording data. Let me just make this more usable and visible to you guys. Okay, 'cause now you can see I've circled here in red. The very first that's on this chart, the Bitfinex chart, it shows that we had a death cross round about the 8th of April 2014. Okay, so here's the death cross there. Now let's go slightly more across to the next death cross. On the 31st, round about the 31st of May 2018, we had another death cross. Okay, so we're finding 2 death crosses in the history of Bitcoin. That got a significant pullback or correction, or in some cases we got a dump. Okay, so now let's have a look closer to what Bitcoin did at that time of having a death cross. Okay, so I'm going to zoom in and scroll out so we can see exactly here. So I'm going to update my vertical line to around about that point of the death cross. Okay, guys, let's have a look and analyze and see what exactly happened here. Price came down quite far. Okay, we tried to bounce back off the 200 MA moving average, and we got a nice large wick up to that 50-day moving average. Got rejected from this area, which is an area of support, area of resistance, and we came straight back down, which indeed carried through for the 50-day moving average. You notice that this very large wick that is from top wick to wick, top to bottom, is a 28% pump. You notice in this area of the wick, we did not have much movement of the 50-day moving average. Okay, so notice that. Notice that, guys. Just keep it in your mind, and we'll come back to this just now. All right, so we follow through. We keep coming down. We kept coming down, and all of a sudden, price dropped. Sellers in the market, or buyers in the market, were selling. Obviously, probably with fear, FOMO, or FUD in the market at that present time, because the death cross was going to be imminent. And the time from that death cross to this point of time here was virtually 13 days. So call it 2 weeks, guys. Okay. So now we have got this data point here. What happens at that present moment when the 200 MA crossed the 50-day moving average? We have got in that price region from the 2 days there, we've got a massive, massive candle down to the downside. Okay. Keep this in mind, guys. Keep this in mind. Then following that, the following day, we've got a massive pump. We've got a huge buy up in this area from the bulls. And then price continued to go up. Price continued to go up for 27%. Call it 28%. The same as what happened in this candle over here. Okay. Then price continued to go further up. Okay. So funny that now we've got a death cross. Price plummeted. Price increased. People bought back, bought the dip in this area. Okay. So keep in mind this scenario, this data that was in 2014. Okay, probably the very beginning of when Bitcoin was around. Now, keep in mind that compared to 2014 and 2021, we didn't have all this mass adoption. Institutions coming in and buying billions of US dollars worth of Bitcoin. Retail, new retail investors, banks, Tesla, Michael Saylor, all these big guys. I mean, we got El Salvador now also wanting to get in, but they haven't got in just yet. So let's wait and see what happens, guys. Okay, so let's follow through. After this death cross, we were already in a bear market here, guys. Already in a bear market. I mean, if you look at where, if you were a spot trader or hoodler and you would hold no matter what, but if you're a spot trader, for me as an investor, why would I want to invest in an asset, okay, and then watch my assets decline over time, knowing that the price is going to go down further? That just doesn't make financial sense to me. Okay? So the option here for you guys to do is that obviously from this area it's very difficult to find out, yes, okay, we've got the market cycle top. Price rapidly increased from the 50-day moving average where we got a little bit of a dump, we got a bounce, and price exploded right up to the top. I mean, we are looking from this area, from the 50-day moving average, where we got a bounce, got to support, got a bounce, and went up. It went up from, say, $120 to the market cycle top of 2013 at this stage, to 1,143. That is astronomical, guys. Okay, so let's do a percentage there. And we have got a total, whoopsie, we have got a total of 851%. 851% in a matter of 54 days. 54 days, guys. I mean, where could you actually have this explosion in price in any market? Any market. Okay, so let's get back to selling at the market cycle top. It's very difficult to know. It's very difficult to know unless you've been trading for a long time. A lot of investors or a lot of hoodlers or traders will probably realize, okay, fine, guys, we'll probably sell round about down here because we are probably going to test the 50-day moving average, and we did over there, and the price plummeted and went down. So if you sold here, that would be possibly a good bet. But, guys, you notice that if you did sell in this region over here, then you would have to wait for your price or your portfolio to increase over the next couple of years. Okay. So you had sold. If you had sold, then you would have kept your profits. Price would have dipped from where you sold all the way down to there, and that further dip would be another 70%. Okay, so you would have saved yourself 70% of your portfolio. Okay, so now in today's times, you would not know where to go. So say, for instance, this whole data of this area, you wouldn't know where to go. Okay, you wouldn't know where to buy. Is price going to plummet? Everybody in the market is screaming Bitcoin is going down to zero. But actually not. The Bitcoin price consolidated, bumped up and down, consolidated. We got a golden cross, which was a fake out. We went up, and we got another death cross, and then price virtually stayed in the same region. And then finally, only finally, guys, we've got that golden cross that we were looking for. That is the time to buy. Okay. So there, from that time to this time, from the time that you possibly would have sold to where the death cross is. So at the death cross is, we want to measure that part there, because the death cross only crossed over that side there. You see where the arrow is. So at that point in time, you would have bought back just over 44% more Bitcoin if you have sold to the stable coin, which is USDT, and just waited for the market to come right. That would have been the wiser choice. That's what I would have done. That's what I do. I don't hoodle for life. Yes, I want to keep my profits. I don't want to see my profits going down on a daily basis like you're seeing now in Bitcoin and altcoins. Okay. All right. So now you see the data points here. There's the first data point of what happened. So let's come back to what happened. Price plummeted after the death cross, and then bounced back and tried to come back and tried to come back. Couldn't come back and came back down. We've got a golden cross here, another fake out, guys. Another fake out. We got another golden cross here, another fake out. Price still went down until eventually we got another death cross. And shortly after that, which is possibly around about, do a measure there, 46 days, we got another golden cross, which drove the price up consistently, kept on going, and kept on going, kept on dipping, kept on going until we reached our next market cycle top, which is on the 17th, which around about the 17th of December. Sorry about that. 17th of December, 2017. Okay. Right. Then we had another market cycle top. Price plummeted because we've had going up in price. We were going up in price incredibly fast, guys. I mean, nothing can go up in a straight line or up like Bitcoin has gone up like this and sustain itself for long and not thinking that it's going to never come down. Guys, it's what goes up has to come down eventually. Okay, so now we take a measured move from market cycle top in 2017 down to where we got the golden cross. That is now 98.67%, guys. That's almost 100%. Okay, 100% increase. That's astronomical, guys. Come on. That's just crazy. I mean, if you bought down this side, if you bought down here at the golden cross, which is a buy signal, by the way, guys, it's a buy signal. Okay, which I'm excited now. Even though we've got a death cross now, we are going to anticipate, and on this channel, we are going to see and show you when that golden cross is going to occur. Right. Now, my fundamentals and my way of technical analysis, I'm going to try and help you guys in this channel to buy before the golden cross occurs. Okay. I'm going to do my utmost best. So, guys, please, if you like this channel, you like what you're seeing, you like this content, please smash up the like button. Click on subscribe and the all bell, the little dingly little bell there, guys, for to get the content straight to you when I post the video. You'll get a notification and it comes to you. It pops up on your screen or on your cell phone. Said, right, Jono from the Hybrid Trader X Trading channel is posting a new video. Let's go watch it, guys. Okay. Any comments you guys have, please post them down below. And I'll do my best to reply to your comments. Obviously, I cannot comment to everybody. Okay, guys. All right, so here we go. Now, 2017, we got another death cross. Once again, guys, like I said to you before, in the 2014 death cross, what happened to price when we got a death cross? Okay. What do you see what happened here? We didn't see much downside as opposed to the previous death cross. We had consolidation. We had a move to the downside. A death cross occurred. We had consolidation. We had a bit of a pump going up here. And then we got rejected once again on the 200 daily moving average. Guys, this is resistance. This is your resistance. Moving averages are your support and resistance, areas of value. Okay, I will do a course or a video on moving averages and how to explain what goes on and how the chart calculates the moving averages. Okay, I will also be doing a video how to trade and to develop a strategy on using various moving averages and exponential moving averages on various time frames to determine price action or the trend of Bitcoin. Okay, enough said of that, guys. From there, we went back down. We actually went back down further. Okay, so if we measure this from where the lowest low to making another low was another 10.95%. So I call it 11%. We went down a further 11%. So let's check it further now. From the market low over there to the local high, we made another high there, but not a higher high. Okay, so you see, we made a lower high. We got rejected from the 200 moving average once again. We floated around the 50-day moving average, which is a good sign. This is your support and resistance. But as we are floating down and going sideways, what is happening to the 200-day moving average? Yeah, you see it. It's getting closer and closer and closer again. Okay. Price plummeted once again. Unable to come back for some time. Goes back up. Floats around the 50-day moving average. And eventually it pops ahead up over the 50-day moving average. Hooray. The bulls are there. The whales are there. We all know that the 200-day moving average is getting closer and closer because we can see it. The band, the width between there is getting closer. It's getting smaller. It's getting smaller. People are starting to buy in because the golden cross is coming. Buy signal, guys. Another buy signal. Buy signal. So if you had crossed over there, the golden cross, let's put a vertical line there. Let's make that a green cross. Okay. That's a buy signal, guys. There we go. A buy signal. Buy. Whether you bought $50 US, $1,000 US worth of Bitcoin, you are in profit the next couple of days, the next couple of months, the next couple of years. Okay. So now we carry on going, and we start breaking the 50-day moving average again. Whoops, that's like a warning sign, guys. That's warning signs. Okay, because once we start breaking this area of resistance and touching on the support area all the time, then the more times we touch support and test support, the likelihood that we're going to break down. And what happened here? We had another death cross. Okay. So now, once again, let's do another vertical line. We had a death cross over there. Make that red for you guys so you can see. That's a death cross. What happened to price? Once again, shot up and then came back down. Okay. Now, remember this, guys. Remember what I was saying every single time price happens. This is now the second time in the history of Bitcoin that on the death cross, price pumped. Got a massive pump upside. Bulls are in trying to save the price. Okay? Bulls are in trying to get in. This is a buy signal for some guys. If you are an experienced trader, guys, if you are an experienced trader, for the very short term, but that's for only experienced traders, guys, not for beginners. Okay. So let's go along. We carried on. We got a fake out over here because we got a golden cross. What happened? Price came up over the 50-day moving average. And what happened? Yes, you guessed it. We got a golden cross. This ended up to be a fake out. Price came back down again. As you can see, a long candle to the downside. And we got a death cross. Wasn't short after that. Then we came across and the bulls came in. What happened again? We got a bounce off the 50-day moving average again and we went up. Why? Okay, because the bulls came in. Whales came in and pushed the price up. Another buy signal, guys. You see the 50-day moving average getting closer to the 200-day moving average. That is on top of the 50-day moving average. Price goes up. Golden cross. For a couple of days, months, we carry on. We're floating up and down, and eventually we break down and we go below the 50-day moving average. Yes, we're getting a bit of a scare. Oh, we're going to have that death cross again, but no, we didn't. We managed to get above and we stayed above, and that's another buy signal there, guys, on the 50-day moving average. Okay. A candle body close above the 50-day moving average is always a good buy signal. Okay. But obviously you need to have further technical analysis to determine if this is actually going to be a good buy signal, or is it going to be a bad one? Okay. and come back down. You don't want to be caught up in this trade and all of a sudden you're sleeping and obviously you lose. So you bought in there and you come down there. Okay, guys, so enough of this, of the buy signals, everything. I'll do another trading a YouTube video on how to trade moving averages on all the time frames. It is a strategy that I've been using for a very long time, and it works. Okay, just got to use a couple of other indicators that will help you along the way to determine what your price action is. Okay, so now we carried on, and all of a sudden the price steadies down, moves down, we get a higher high, we get a higher high, a higher low, and we get eventually our market cycle top. Okay, but is it really the market cycle top? We don't know yet, because we are still consolidating in this area of this green box, anticipating what is the price of Bitcoin going to do on this death cross, this imminent death cross, guys. Imminent death cross. Remember what I said before in the previous data points of the death cross? We have had a massive pump to the upside. Yes, okay, we've had a dump and then a massive pump. So we might just see a dump to the downside, hopefully only to the 30K level, and a massive pump. Are we going to see a follow through all the way up to the 64,000 mark and make it all-time high? We don't know. We don't know. The best bet is to keep an eye on this area and wait for the death cross to happen and make a judgment call on what is there going to be. Okay, so let's see. No, this guy doesn't want to go away now. There we go. Let's get this guy so it gets, move it. These dots irritate the bejeebers out of me. Okay, all right, now I've cleared my chart. Okay, guys, so here we go. This is what the death cross is. In the next days to come, we don't know what is going to happen. What you'll probably find out, what is going to happen, the 50-day moving average is probably going to taper down like this and go sideways. And the 200-day moving average is probably going to go up slightly like that and follow through. Okay, until such time we get the cross, eventually the golden cross. Okay, hopefully we're not going to get any fake outs and plummet further down. I don't suspect it's going to happen because of the institutions, the retail investors, new investors coming in. There's talks of by the end of the next year, end of this year to next year, the whole of next year, that there's going to be over $3 trillion US being pumped into Bitcoin. And that's purely to, long story short, is to hedge against inflation. Okay, so investors, big investors are pumping in money. Okay, big funds, big firms, financial firms are now going to be investing. This is what the news is saying. Okay, all right, guys. I think I've just been talking long enough here. I hope I've explained the death cross here and the fundamentals around it. Technical analysis. Yes, okay, the death cross is a serious indicator and has in the past indicated a prolonged bear market. In 2014, we've had a prolonged bear market which lasted over 500 days. Guys, the next death cross after that only lasted just over 300 days, a year. The next one after that, even shorter, was under 300 days, so around about 220 days. Okay, so you see the pattern of Bitcoin here. We're getting adoption all the way through Bitcoin. Let's go into our weekly chart here so we can actually see. In the pattern of Bitcoin, we have seen market cycles and the price going up, and price continue going up, and price continue going up. The bear market becomes shorter and shorter and shorter. Why? Because we're getting more and more adoption, more people into the market, whether it be new guys like you guys or old investors buying more money, new fundamentals, companies, institutions, retail investors, and so forth. Okay, so I'm not saying we're going to have a substantially shorter bear market this time. We don't know. We could be completely opposite and go for a prolonged bear market, which it could catch everybody by surprise, guys. It could catch everybody by surprise. But as a trader, you need to react to the market. You need to react to what the market's going to do. You need to react to what price action is going to do at that very moment. Okay. We need to stay ahead of the herd and not stay with the herd, because you possibly can get wrecked and lose all your investment. Or if you're on a long position or short positions, you can get wrecked. Guys, this is not financial advice, so please do your own research. This video is only intended to give you an outlook of what the Deathcross does. Okay, guys? A lot of people out there say the Deathcross is not going to happen. The Deathcross is going to happen. Price is going to plummet. We're going to go back down to 14,000 US dollars. Yes, that is possible. But with today's investors and the money that's going to flow into Bitcoin, once we hit probably our triple bottom, we've had a double bottom here, we might even have a triple bottom here. Okay, guys? So let's wait and see what price action tells us. And then I'll upload a couple more videos as well during the course of the day and the next week to come, updating everything on where the price action is. Also how to do pattern trading, how to trade using EMAs and moving averages, and a step-by-step guide on what to do. Go back into the charts. This is what I did previously, how I opened up a trade, where I started a trade, where my stop loss was. So this is the type of videos I'm going to put through on this channel. Guys, if you like this video, please smash up the like button, subscribe, click on the bell, and click on all, and then like and share, comment in the comments, guys. And please, guys, please be careful out there. There are a lot of scammers, okay? So I'm not going to DM you, direct message you, or private message you with my details. Guys, please, I don't do that. It's never going to be done on this channel. If somebody asks you that thinks that is acting like me, got my profile picture, whatever case would be, it is not me. Delete them, notify me, let me know, delete them, block them, carry on, guys. Do not fall for it, guys. If you do, it is your own fault. Okay. Do not ever give out your seed phrase of your wallet. Ever, ever, ever. Guys, never. Please. This market, this crypto industry, there are so many scammers out there waiting for the person that's got closed eyes and doesn't listen to what people are saying. Okay. Do not. There's no quick way to making money. Only if you are an experienced trader, can you make money. A lot of money. Okay. You need to get there. Okay. All right, guys. Enough said. Please watch my next videos. As I said, smash up the like button, subscribe, and guys, be safe out there. Trade safe and be wise. Thank you, guys. Cheers.